This video resource will assist you in troubleshooting TUI-D error codes. Error codes. E1 code. When the display flashes E1, the evaporator thermistor T1 either has a loose connection or is defective. T1 is located on the evaporator outlet tube and terminates the harvest. See the following T1 location and information. See the following additional T1 location and information. E2 code. When the display flashes E2, the condenser thermistor T2 either has a loose connection or is defective. T2 is located on the condenser outlet tube. See the following T2 location and information. E6 high PSI code. When the display cycles between E6 high and PSI, the high pressure cutout, HPCO, switch is open or not connected. Check the following. Verify condenser fan operation. Verify condenser coil is clean. Confirm transducer wires have not been reversed at the control board. Note: HPCO switch opens at greater than 335 psi and closes at less than 275 psi. See the following condenser fan troubleshooting information and how to initiate reverse condenser coil cleaning. See the following high pressure cutout switch location and information. E7P1 code. When the display cycles between E7 and P1, the high-pressure transducer is open or shorted. Check the following. Check HP1 transducer connection on the control board. Verify Molex connector into high-pressure transducer housing is secure. Use multimeter to test pin on harness. Also, check voltage from HP1. See the following high-pressure transducer location and information. See the following additional high-pressure transducer location and information. E8P2 code. When the display cycles between E8 and P2, the low-pressure transducer is open or shorted. Check the following. 1. Check LP1 transducer connection on the board. 2. Verify Molex connector into transducer housing is secure. 3. Use multimeter to test pin on harness and check voltage from LP1. See the following low-pressure transducer location and information. See the following additional low-pressure transducer location and information. E9H1 code. When the display cycles between E9 and H1, there are communication errors between water level transducer and control board. Water level transducer is out of range. Check the following. 1. Confirm water level transducer is properly seated into the socket. 2. Make sure the hose is securely connected to the lower port closest to the display panel. 3. Make sure the hose is securely connected to the water level sensor tube. 4. Verify water level transducer is calibrated correctly by checking H1 in service mode. With an empty reservoir, H1 equals 0 plus or minus 1. See the following water level sensor location and information. E11 Lo T1 code. When the display cycles between E11 Lo and T1, the evaporator thermistor T1 fell below 14 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 10 degrees Celsius, within the first 5 minutes of the freeze cycle. Check the following. 1. Verify that the circulation pump operates. 2. Verify all jets in spray bar are spraying properly. See the following circulation pump location and information. E12 high T1 code. When the display cycles between E12 high and T1, the evaporator thermistor T1 exceeded 133 degrees Fahrenheit, 56 degrees Celsius, temperature limit. Check the following. 1. Verify T1 thermistor contacts evaporator outlet tube. 2. Check T1 thermistor temperature and compare to T1 reading in service mode within 5 degrees Fahrenheit. See the following T1 location and information. E13 Lo T1 code. When the display cycles between E13 Lo and T1, the evaporator thermistor, T1, fell below -20 degrees Fahrenheit, -28 degrees Celsius. Check the following. 1. Verify T1 thermistor is attached securely to the evaporator outlet tube. 2. Check T1 thermistor temperature and compare to T1 reading in service mode within 5 degrees Fahrenheit. See the following T1 location and information. E14 High T2 code. When the display cycles between E14 High and T2, the condenser thermistor, T2, exceeded 130 degrees Fahrenheit, 54.4 degrees Celsius. Check the following. 1. Verify the T2 thermistor contacts the condenser outlet tube. 2. Check T2 thermistor temperature and compare to T2 reading in service mode within 5 degrees Fahrenheit. See the following T2 location and information. E15 Lo T2 code. When the display cycles between E15 Lo and T2, the condenser thermistor, T2, dropped below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius, temperature limit. Check the following. 1. Verify ambient temperature is not below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 degrees Celsius. 2. Verify T2 thermistor contacts the condenser outlet tube. 3. Check T2 thermistor temperature and compare to T2 reading in service mode within 5 degrees Fahrenheit. See the following T2 location and information. E21 Drain Error Code. When the display cycles between E21 DRN and ERR, the unit exceeded the 5-minute drain time. Check the following. 1. Verify drain installation. See installation manual. 2. Check drain pump operation. 3. Check pressure switch operation. See the following drain pump location and information. See the following drain pressure switch location and information. E22 Long Ice code. When the display cycles through E20 LnG and Ice, the unit exceeded the maximum allowable freeze time of 50 minutes. Check the following. 1. Verify all jets in the spray bar are spraying properly. 2. Verify T1 thermistor contacts the evaporator outlet. 3. Verify T1 thermistor is properly insulated. 4. Verify the water sensor tube has an airtight connection on both ends. See the following T1 location and information. See the following water level sensor location and information. E24 Long FiL code. When the display cycles between E24 LnG and FiL, the water level sensor did not sense a full reservoir greater than or equal to 65 mm per H1 within 3 minutes. Check the following. 1. Verify water supply is on. 2. Confirm water filter is installed properly. 3. Confirm shutters and ice guide are properly aligned. 4. Check cleanout cap and clamp for leaks. 5. Check water valve is being supplied with water and power. 6. Check water level sensor operation. See the following water valve location and information. E31 Hot gas code. When the display cycles between E31 hot and gas, then the hot gas valve coil is open or has disconnected wires. The high side pressure is above 165 psi during harvest. Check the following. 1. Verify hot gas valve coil is not open. 2. Verify wires are connected to hot gas valve. 3. Verify hot gas valve coil is fully seated. See the following hot gas valve location and information. E32 Lo SuC code. When the display cycles between E32 Lo and SuC, the low side pressure is 5 psi or lower. Check the following. 1. Check for a refrigerant leak or restriction. High side pressure, P1, and low side pressure, P2, can be checked in service mode.